It's Saturday, June 28th, 2014, and I'm Jim Sullivan with your NeoWeather.com video forecast, taking a look at what's happening as of quarter till 11. It is a very nice start to the Saturday. Mostly sunny skies. Temperatures warming right now into the lower 80s. It is a bit more humid. Now, you will see there's some clouds and rain to our southwest. Those may eventually work in here later today, but the majority of your Saturday will be dry and partly to mostly sunny. Taking a look across the entire country now, there isn't a ton of significant weather going on. There are some showers and storms across the plains ahead of a large low-pressure system that's going to gather over the Rockies and move east to northeast over the next couple of days. We'll talk about that more in a minute. There could be a little bit of severe weather in the plains today, but it's not going to be a particularly large outbreak. There's a large area of cloudiness across much of the Mississippi Valley into parts of the Ohio Valley and Appalachians. That's just signifying the very moist, humid nature of the air mass moving out of the Gulf of Mexico right now. And you can see that little swirl off the southeastern coastline here, off the Georgia and South Carolina and Florida coastlines. The Hurricane Center is actually watching that for some tropical development here over the next few days. So we might see our first tropical storm of the year in the Atlantic Basin off the southeastern coast over the next couple of days or into early next week, although right now it doesn't look like it'll be a huge threat to land. Coming back to Cleveland yesterday, we did 80 and 60, which was actually a little bit below normal in Cleveland. Areas farther inland did get into the low to mid-80s. Today's average is 82.63. Records a whopping 101 degrees set in 1944 and 49. No rain at Hopkins yesterday. We're approaching 6 inches on the month of June, which is well above normal. Over 22 inches on the year, which through this point is above normal. And we're setting the sun at 9:05 tonight. We're going to start losing that minute or two of daylight on the sunset here in a few days. All right, taking a look through the next day and a half here on one of our forecast computer models. As the area of clouds and showers from the west moves in, it's associated with a warm front. It might help spark a few isolated showers or storms here across north central or northeastern Ohio this afternoon into this evening again. The best activity will stay to the west today, but there might be a couple of pop-up showers or storms this afternoon into this evening across north central or northeastern Ohio. Tonight should be mainly dry through the overnight. The model tries to spit out a couple of tiny showers. That's not impossible, but the vast majority of us will be dry during the overnight hours tonight. Now, as we head into Sunday, a disturbance will move through. It'll be very warm and humid again, maybe even more humid than it is today, so that will probably allow a better chance for some scattered storms to play out on Sunday, especially during the afternoon. So if you have to do something outside this weekend, it's going to be very warm and humid both days, but tomorrow definitely has the better chance for rain, especially in the afternoon and evening. So keep that in mind. You can see this model spits out a fair number of showers and storms tomorrow afternoon and evening across the region. So today, mostly sunny through mid-afternoon, then increasing clouds and maybe a couple of storms by evening. Highs in the upper 80s to near 90 tonight. A few showers or storms could linger through the evening, but then will dry out for the overnight. Lows struggling to dip below 70. Pollen counts, not too horrible. Weed and tree pollen are both fairly low. Grass pollen is in the moderate category, which might bother you a little bit. Mold spores have crept up here over the last few days, but they're still considered low. So hopefully your allergies aren't bothering you too much this weekend. All right, taking a slightly wider look now at Futurecast. The area to watch is going to be to our west, where there could be a good amount of severe weather tomorrow and Monday. This is picking things up Sunday morning. You can see a little impulse moving out of the Rockies around this large low-pressure system located north of the U.S.-Canadian border. As this impulse moves out of the Rockies, it's going to interact with a very warm and humid air mass and could spark off a good amount of severe weather tomorrow across parts of Nebraska, Iowa, Minnesota, Wisconsin, into parts of Illinois, northern Missouri, and northern Kansas. That'll move off to the east tomorrow night and likely fizzle. Monday, a stronger piece of energy moves out of the Rockies, and this could spark off a pretty significant round of severe weather. It's a little uncertain at this point, but southern Minnesota into Iowa, southern Wisconsin, and Illinois definitely need to watch things on Monday for severe weather. So if you're traveling out that way, keep it in mind. That moves east Monday night, so that could bring some remnant severe weather to parts of Michigan, Indiana, maybe even northwestern Ohio. And that feature will eventually affect our weather forecast for Tuesday, although a big severe weather outbreak isn't expected here. All right, and without any further ado, here is your full 7-day forecast. Tomorrow, as we discussed a couple of minutes ago, better chances for some scattered storms during the afternoon and into the evening. It'll be very humid again tomorrow. Monday will probably be mostly dry, and it'll also be very warm and humid again. We might hit 90 on Monday. And look at those overnight lows, struggling to dip below the lower to mid 70s. Tuesday, a cold front moves through with pretty good chances for storms Tuesday into Tuesday evening. There could be a few strong to severe storms on Tuesday, but again, big severe weather, that'll stay to our west, it looks like, over the next couple of days. Wednesday and Thursday, we really cool off as that big low pressure system over Canada moves by and allows some Canadian air to move in. There could be a couple of showers here and there Wednesday and Thursday, but it'll definitely be much nicer than earlier in the week. And by the time we get to the holiday, it looks like things will be very pleasant and mostly sunny. All right, again, I'm Jim Sullivan. Thanks for watching. Check us out again tomorrow.